Hello, I'm Joyz. I guess nobody have heard me speaking because I'm a super introvert. I don't like to talk. But anyway, today I'm here to talk about a topic end-to-end automated testing with AI tools. So first of all, who am I? Why am I sitting here? I am a QA person from Oursky Limited. So from day to day, what I do mostly is product software testing, from manual test to automated testing. With any methods that I can think of, I try to just make sure the products look good. So might not be the testing thing that I'm doing. What I'm doing is actually to ensure the product quality. So yeah, this is me, somehow alike. If you check my LinkedIn profile, you will see what my description is: the laziest employee. I'm a very lazy person. I don't like to work. I don't want to talk. So, if possible, if I don't need to work, I don't work. Okay. So that's why we are here talking about AI tools. So you can see what I do here on the 4 big points on the screen. First of all is daily project planning that I do with the team. Why did I put this on? Because maybe many of you, when we talk about testing, you may think of just clicking the screens, clicking the tapping the phones. But actually, what we do from day to day is to be with the project team, to act like the real user, to ask questions and find problems. As long as any problems that may reach to the users, we need to find it out. So maybe manual testing, maybe some design different kinds of strategies, and most importantly, I need to drink more coffee. And how can I do that? Maybe some AI tools can help. Before going into the tools, we always need to remember why we are doing the work that we are doing. It means the objective is the most important for all kinds of tools using, because we don't use the tool for using tools. When we do end-to-end testing, we need to have an objective. It may be to verify something that works well. It may be to check if anything breaks after your code change, or if the bug fix, you need to verify if it is really fixed. There are a lot of things that we need to test in actual case. So, what did AI change in automated testing? For first simple points, I guess many of you here has already know about that is faster coding. I guess 80% of people here have tried vibe coding. So the first thing, of course, is to speed up our AI test, automated test scripts coding. So I don't talk much about here. I guess the guests afterwards will have more about it. And then the second point is no code test run. Is this real? It is real now. I'll show you later directly. So you can see how plain English instructions can make test runs that really work on a browser without needing lines of code. But of course, with more knowledge in coding, you can do even more. Okay. The first thing is self-healing testing. If you haven't heard of this term, self-healing means when you run an automated test, sometimes it will break in the middle. Like you ask the test scripts to click through something, and then they may it suddenly just say test failed, but your test didn't really fail, because what fails is just test script. And with some AI test tool, we might solve this problem without needing to hard code some like CSS selectors or XPath in your script. And then the fourth point for what AI changed for us is an assisted planning. Okay, in the ancient times, only humans can do test plan. Only humans can think, how should I test this website? How should I test this mobile app? But now, there are some browser agents, and they can explore the site themselves and be like the QA to like plan for your test cases. So How mature it is another question, and then we are going to see in the future. Okay, just start with the demo. Okay, we don't talk much. Wait. Okay. No problem. Yeah, it works. So what I'm demoing here is web auto test agent. I quite covered myself in a few days. Okay. This is a web auto test agent. How will it work? Let's see. I sometimes use this thing on my local to help me run some tests. And we have a sample here. Say if I have a project called a sample, and then there are some test cases you can see, like log in and add to cart, removing some cart. It is a sample from an e-commerce sample site, demo site. So maybe we try to run this one. Okay, complete e-commerce checkout flow. We want to test this flow on the website. So what we are giving the tool is the URL, the username, password, and then some instructions here. I'm not sure if you can see clearly. Okay, the instruction is like this. Log in with the credentials, add things to cart, click the button, click checkout, enter first name, last name, zip code, continue, click checkout. Okay, so we run directly. Okay, when the test is running, it will call some API at the back, and then it starts to execute the test run, and then you can see it's taking screenshots. Okay, everything is live now. So, and it enters the standard username, and then the password, and it gets into the shopping cart page. Okay, you can see it working. Yeah. Okay, and then continue. Click on the add to cart button. Everything working. Okay, the product is already added to cart. Okay. So while it is still running, we can see how, I'm not sure how is it far from your expectations on what we can do with AI testing agents. So I guess this is what we are having at the current timeline. At this timeline, what we can do at most is like this. If we want accurate test runs, as you can see, it takes all the screenshot and report with test pass. Okay, if you would like something like this, I don't know why mine has failed at the end. There's some bug maybe for my own script, white coding problem. Okay. Anyway. Okay, maybe it failed at some steps. Never mind. Okay, so you can see there are some different test runs, and then you can record the test runs here, record everything, if it works or not work, and then maybe the sample for actual fail case, it will be like this. Okay. Say this one, if I want it to try to click on a product and then check if the detail is $100, and then what it returns is like test execution failed, failed to plan. Product price is $29.99 instead of $100. That means it can really check from the screenshot and see that the price is different from what I expected. So what am I using here behind the scene? It is a library called Midscene. And then back to our screens. Okay, if you are interested to make something like this, you can use some AI testing frameworks as I'm going to introduce now. The first one is Midscene.js. This one is the tool that I'm using in the what you see just now. It is what I use behind the scene. And Midscene.js is developed by ByteDance. ByteDance, the company created TikTok. So it is very, it has many resources to develop these tools, and it is kind of relatively stable from my point of view, because I'm using it in some of my actual projects with this tool. So what it can do is quite a lot. Okay. First of all, why does it work? Because it takes screenshots and it checks the screenshot by visual models, and then it thinks what it should do with that website on maybe to click it or to input something at a specific place. So everything is based on the vision, what the AI see on the screenshot, because it is from ByteDance, it also supports Chinese and English instructions I've tried before. So very simple instruction actually works. If you want to just get started, you can write a very simple YAML file and don't even need to start with actual Playwright projects or Puppeteer projects, because it supports the integration. If you have used Playwright before, which is an automated testing framework, it's a traditional one for now. So it also integrates upon Playwright, which means you can have your Playwright scripts, and then in the middle you can add some Midscene lines with like AI assertions, like AI assert if the product price is $1,000 at the last line of your original Playwright script. So you don't really need to start everything from scratch of a Midscene project. It also has browser extension, and it mainly target web browsers. But now it also supports Android, iOS, and has its MCP, which I don't really have tried a lot now, so I just bring it up. Okay, this is a sample script of a Midscene script. And you can see it is the YAML file version, so you can see it just say it only needs you to input some English lines like check if the number is what is the check the number by this line, and then all of them are English, plain English instructions. Okay, this is an actual project of myself doing for my company for the tool called Oursky. And what it do here is also like click this button, click that button, and login flow, complete everything. So it actually works, and we are actually using it in our company. And with some more integrations, like with Slack integrations and this alert report integration, we can do like a final report after the test run, after some runs by CI/CD, and then you can see the report on Slack, and which report to everyone. Okay. So this one good point for this is also you can see the report, and even PMs or non-tech people, they can also read the same report, and they can understand what you are doing in this test script. So this is one thing which is good with using plain English test instructions. Okay, then the second tool is also a popular one called Stagehand. Stagehand is from browser base. If you have seen their website, it is very beautiful. This beautiful website is Stagehand, and then it is also an open source models. Both of them are open source models, so feel free to check them out. And so what is special for Stagehand? Personally, I didn't use a lot of it because it is more like a hybrid framework, which is like half NLP, half code tool, that you need to write some code and write some English instruction. So maybe for developer, it will be more attractive because you can have more control in your scripts to ask it to do some more precise or have more minor checkings. So it is also built on top of Playwright, and it uses sort schemas for the data structure. So if you are familiar with these, then maybe this tool is more suitable for you. And for what Midscene.js doesn't have, Stagehand is also supporting other programming languages like Python and Ruby and maybe more. Actually, they are all what Playwright supporting. So I don't have my own example here, so this is the official example of Stagehand. You can see that it is more or less the same. You go to the website, click something, get this, get that, and at the last part you can see it is using the sort data structure to get the username and the title of something. So this is it may require a bit more technical background to use this tool. Oh yeah, one point to point out is for Python users, Python lovers, the Stagehand v3 does not support yet, and the latest news is now around mid-January. It should be coming, so we can keep our eyes on it. Okay. Okay. This is another one called Vibium, but this one I would say is interesting. We have used many traditional automated testing tools, including Selenium and for web and Appium for mobile. This is very well-known tools. And the creator of these tools, who is Jason Huggins, he recently created a new thing called Vibium. So it is just going public since last month. Not many people are using now, but we can keep an eye on it. As himself is always joking on his own tools, so I'm not sure how actually useful this will be. But it's also open source, so we can just take looks in their development. Okay, so what we have seen up to now are some AI testing frameworks that you need to write the script, you need to code yourself, you need to prepare scripts, but they can run repeatedly because as long as you have the script, they can run the same thing again and again, which is good. But some people may want to have some more handy things that I only need it one time. I don't need it to run repeatedly. Or I don't want to write that much of things. I just want to see if it works. So some MCP tools may be useful. So I'm here to talk about two very briefly, like Playwright MCP and Maestro MCP. I guess many developers will be very familiar with Playwright MCP now, because what Playwright MCP do is you can just prompt it to open the browser, go to something, do something, and then it can, by its own intelligence, to interpret what you really want to do. So it is not more for testing, because testing we need very accurate pass or fail result. If you use Playwright MCP to do testing, you often will get wrong, inaccurate result. It will say something passed, but actually not. So be careful on this. Okay, this is Playwright. And for when using Playwright MCP, my use case is a bit different from running a test, but sometimes I use it to do a test planning more. Because Playwright MCP is smart and it can go to the website itself, so I'll just give some example to it and say, please design the test case for this site, and then it will just go through the site and design some case. And what we demo in the web auto agent just now, this thing, these steps, these are actually from the Playwright MCP generation. So it is not even written by myself. But there is one point to note when using Playwright MCP, because it takes a lot of context tokens. So be careful when using. You might reach the limit very soon if you use Playwright MCP. And one suggestion on this may be try to use more screenshots instead of using the website DOM when you try to prompt something, or directly instruct the LLM to use, or the agent to use screenshots. And another one is about the mobile app. So Playwright is for website, and Maestro MCP is one tool that I have tried for mobile app automated test running, but it is not very successful for me because I guess it is some limitation of the tool itself, but this is the one that I get the most closest up to now, the most closest to what is working. So Maestro itself is not an AI tool. It is like Playwright. It is pure computing scripts. Everything is hard-coded. So until it releases its MCP, we can use the MCP by tool calling, and it can become smarter to know what it wants to run. Okay, so the example here is I try to use what you're saying is the Claude desktop agent, and then I try to ask it to use the Maestro MCP to launch a mobile app, and then click login button and also enter email and stuff. And then at the end, I want it to give me output the Maestro script, which I can run it repeatedly afterwards. This actually works, but it takes a lot of time for me to tune the prompt. So I guess we can just keep looking at this or the mobile part for now, because mobile testing with AI is not very mature from my point of view. The web part is good enough, as we can see just now. Okay, then we have go through AI testing frameworks and AI and some MCP tools, and the last part is the AI IDE browser. So everyone have known the names of Antigravity, Cursor, Claude, maybe also Windsurf and more, right? Okay, Antigravity is my recent favorite. so many IDE agents are supporting direct control of browsers, which means after you code, it can boot the browser itself and run and test itself and loop and fix bugs until it works. And you can just go to drink coffee as what I want to do. So these three, I guess, are what the top three from my view, or there are some others feel free to suggest. Google Antigravity, and then Cursor browser. Cursor browser is also okay. We can go to, yeah. For Google Antigravity, if you install the Chrome extension, it can help you to run tests automatically with that browser. But also be careful of the context tokens. Whenever you use it, it takes much more context than it originally takes. Okay, so you can always turn it off in the settings. The next one is Cursor browser. Cursor is also supporting internal native browser to run and test the application. So many people in our company are using Cursor, because our company is a Hong Kong-based company, so I guess they would. I'm not sure. Maybe that region is more favored. Would like to use Cursor more than Claude or else, because they have difficulties like paying for the blocked regions LLMs. So Cursor is also another popular one, and with the browser control. And a new one is Claude. What is it? Claude in Chrome. Yeah, Claude in Chrome is also a browser extension. If you install the browser extension Claude in Chrome, and then you can control it in your Claude code. Okay, the right side is my Claude code, and if I do something or if I do some coding, I can also use it to boot up my browser with the plug in and start testing on it, or even do other things. Yeah, you can even like okay, I can test one like. Okay, I have one example here. Let's go to the apple.com, and then I'll try to ask it like, hey, by comparing on the Apple official site, help me look for the best buy iPhone for my mom. Don't be too expensive, high CP value, and I need a larger screen with a good camera. Okay, and then it can just run on the website and try to compare and search the phones for me. Okay, I think it's a more useful case in actual daily life when you want to buy stuff or want to surf the net or try to find things. So you can see it actually working like this. So this more like the other case. Yeah, I guess more or less I showcase the tools that I know up to now. So some small reminders are like the time, the accuracy, and the context tokens are what you always need to think about when choosing your tools or your models. So yeah, okay. So to wrap up everything, as a QA person, I will always suggest to always test your own software, your product with your own hands. Because your users are real people, they are not AI, so this is always the essential part. So AI tools, they just delegate your work, and you just use it for more profit, but not really to replace yourself. Okay. Okay. So that's all for my part. See if any questions from the audience.
Any questions for Joyz?
Is this speaker portable?
It's not portable.
Oh, it's not portable. There's one over here. Go ahead.
I think we're in a small enough room over here.
Yeah.